Hello, amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel Cosmic Contracts with Princess Starlight. So, after a very long time, I channeled, I just felt an urge that I need to write, and I did that. And the message is from the Sphinx that is in front of the three pyramids of Giza. And I cannot share the entire journal that I have written, but the important point that came out is especially for the custodians of the library, or in any way you were the record keeper, or you visited. So, any relationship if you have had with the library or the hall of records that's inside the space. It's said that it's below the Sphinx, but there is scientifically it's not proven. But according to many channelers and spiritual channelers like Edgar, Cacye especially, that library is still there, and it holds the records from Lemuria to Atlantis, and remembering that Thoth, who created the pyramids and Sphinx, he was the high priest and of Atlantis, and he was the king as well. And then he went to Egypt, and there he created the civilization, right? And Thoth is known for his knowledge and wisdom for soul, incarnation, food, and many other topics. So you like vast information about the universe, and God knows how long ago, like you cannot put a timer to it, right? So he created that, and the hall was there. So whoever at that time has been, like, supposing if you're working with you were training for energy healing, or you were a shaman, or you were a healer, or you were a writer, anything, any kind of connection, because there are people who are going to maintain the library, there are people who will be keeping the records and giving it out, and then there'll be people for their own advancement in knowledge and wisdom of the universe. They will go and they'll spend time there. So whatever connection you have, according to the message, it says that you were already sealed, and you are kind of already sealed and bound by the energy of the Sphinx. The thing is, the stones out there, the stones, they are alive in the sense that there is energy, so they can feel your vibration, right? So if your soul, your energy is bound to the Sphinx, accordingly you have to connect. So if you are supposing you're custodian of some knowledge and wisdom, then if you are channeling, or if you need certain knowledge, if you're on the path of awakening and you're feeling the connection and you need to know certain things, so library connecting to Sphinx will get you access to the hall of records, because our energy for eternity, because we were there at that time and then we move. So maybe we move through the veil and take other bodies, but the soul will always have that vibration and the frequency. So you are bound by the Sphinx energy, and Sphinx energy is bound to Thought's energy. So you can call him God Thought or Brother Thought, whatever. You just need to know that you feel a connection, a presence with him. That is more important. And being the creator, the builder, he bound certain part of his energy to that particular place, right? And then whoever worked, they are bound by the energy of Sphinx. Especially, I guess this message is for the channelers who are looking, who are now opening the wisdom knowledge. Most of the codes that you need to awaken your own light work is inside of you, right? So it's just like um, Wi-Fi connection, right? You already have a lot of data inside of you, but if you need certain more information or knowledge, then through the Wi-Fi connection, that is the energy connection, you connect with the Sphinx, And if you are bound by the energy of Sphinx, you would be able to access the records, the whatever knowledge is stored in the hall of records. So message is specifically for those custodians, those keepers, those librarians. You it's I guess this message is just for those people who have been bound, and you will know if you have done this thing. So I'm not sure whether it was an elaborate ceremony or you earned a right to get bound. I have no idea about it, but for now this is the only message that came through, that if you feel a connection and you know you have somehow uh, become aware of the hall of records, then just try this and see if you were able to make a connection and if this information worked out for you. All right. And then while like in that zone where I was writing, I also came across people who are struggling with how to find their path. All right. So I started drawing this picture. It's not the picture in say, but the word picture. Like you draw a map, because I'm a soul map maker. That I do that is my work, right? I create a soul map to help you find your lessons, to help you find your mission and how you're going to serve, and what is there that you need to heal in order to move forward. So when I came to this pattern drawing, yeah, it's better pattern drawing, not the picture one. So when I came to this pattern, the pattern was I drew a circle and I wrote me inside. So that is me, the circle. And outside, I started drawing all the outer things that affect me. So this is like a small exercise that you can do, that I have through my research and through some channeling. This, it automatically, like a vision, it comes, right? So draw yourself in the center and then try to draw all the outer things that affect you, that trigger you, all right, or they cause you uneasiness or distress or irritation, whatever it is, whatever bothers you, in short, to whatever intensity that is, but it is causing you, it bothers you in your life, right? Now, once you have drawn around yourself all these things that bother you, you have to ask yourself, is it actually the outer manifestation, like there must be some people or some situation that is causing you that trigger or that bothered situation, but is it actually coming from the outer world, or is it some belief system in you that needs to be changed? Because if I am continuously judging internally, criticizing internally, then there will be a split, that duality, right? So I am still not in a space of love and light. And how do you do that? You have to stop the judgment, the critique. That means no matter what the outer circumstance, let's say you have this very horrible person in your reality and he's a very, very toxic person, but it's his problem, right? We are not here to fix people. We are here that if somebody needs help, we help them, we guide them. But we are not here to just, kind of get inside and we make sure that, oh, I'm going to make sure that your soul gets accelerated on the soul mission, on the soul path and the journey of the spirit. No, they have to ask. All right, so let's say he doesn't want help and we can clearly see this person is toxic in your environment, but somehow you have to interact. All right, so you have to create that space where even with his presence, it's him and it's not you, and you come to a point where you create the boundary and you stay in peace, in harmony with your own self. It is a step by step process, and you have to work on this every day. It's just like practice, right? To reach to a point, that still point, where that toxic nature of that soul cannot affect you, and it's not going to happen in one day. And certain times we have to see if it's actually coming from within us, some hidden dark part of a soul that carries the same kind of frequency because of which we have this person in our life. So there are two reasons. Mostly it is the energy of the soul, and the second is it's got to do with the other soul and not you at all. All right, so once you have drawn this me and then whatever surrounds you, now put that under the tab of ego. Okay, and then ask yourself to stand, to be on the path of love and light, that you just keep raising your vibration and you just keep going higher and higher until these lower level vibrations cannot even touch you. Forget about disturbing, but touch you. So what is it that you want in your life? Do you want more kindness? Do you want more compassion? Do you want more love, peace, harmony? What is it that your soul wants, right? Because see, most of the light workers, I'm not sure, like we are working under the other archangels, and Archangel Michael's team, or the warriors that are coming, that are under the command of Archangel Michael, they are the warriors of hope, of peace, of love. All right. If you are coming from the team of Archangel Mary or Archangel Raphael, then you are here to you're here to provide more nurturing, more compassion, more love, motherly love, so that the souls can heal, right? So, or they can be actually also a combination. Like sometimes I work with two archangels. You can do that. That's fine. But there is going to be a specific mission for you. What do you want? Like through a series of disturbing events, I realized that I really want peace for myself, reaching to a point that no matter how outer people targeted me, it's not like they still do not get under my skin. They still do, but now it's not affecting me. Like, I'm not sitting in those gloomy days for a lot of long periods. Very quickly I bring myself up and I say, okay, it's them and it's not me. And maybe if it's triggering me, that maybe there is some belief in me that I am still not accepting inside of me, right? So then you have to create another map, and you have to decide again, create a me, and then ask that what do you want in your life. All right. Internally, I'm saying, not materially. Material task is another thing, but right now, internally, remember, this body, according to Mary Magdalene teachings, this body is the temple where the spirit lives. And if I am living inside a temple, how do I expect a temple? Where any religious temple that you visit, you will find there is a lot of calmness, there is peace, there is cleanliness around, there is this uplifted energy that you can automatically feel, right? So, how do you want your temple to be, how your body to be? And yeah, from outside, food definitely is very important. And but when you start with the inner cleaning, the first step is your emotional body. What are the kinds of feelings and emotions running inside of you? Then your mind, because your emotions are creating your thoughts, and then your words, and words are literally spellings, and when you say that repeatedly, they'll start coming back into your outer manifestation or outer reality. So feelings, and sorry, emotions, and then in long term these emotions become feelings, then your thoughts, then your words, and then you take action, right? So I have to go to the deep root cause. So in the root, the more you sink in through meditations or meeting a healer, I do the same. Like people don't want, sometimes people who are new and they don't know how to dive in deep, I help them to dive deep into their womb space and find out what exactly is it that is blocking them and what it is that they need in their life. because at the end of the day, you have to make the choice. The world is not going to change right now, but every individual, it's on them to increase their power of light and let go of the darkness. Do not be scared of the darkness that you hold. The yin and yang of the soul, the light and dark. Dark, as in, all these negative energies or emotions. Emotions actually are not negative or positive per se. I can use anger for good or bad, right? So it's how you choose to act when that certain emotion arises in you. So you have to choose, like collectively, like now we see a lot of negative manifestations. So right now, can that change the at collective level? No. So we need to start from individual level. And how does it start? It starts from me. So at least you have to choose, what do you want in your world, and then draw that map. Okay, so one map is of your ego and the other map is of your love and light path. And then see, create that bridge. So take two sheets, open your notebook or anything, one page ego, one side the love and light you, and then create a beautiful bridge of blocks and see step by step, what can you let go of in order to invite more love and light into your space. How are you going to cross that bridge? It's going to be unique for everybody. All right. And obviously, if you want me, I can help you out in creating that map. You don't have to worry about fees or anything. I just want you, if you really want to find a path to cross from your ego to love, then let's draw that. And obviously, this entire life, this incarnation is going to be a journey. So there is not just one spiritual awakening, or just, you found your skills or talents, and then, it's going to be the same for the rest of your life. New things will keep coming up every day, or every, certain amount of time has passed, and something new you will discover about yourself, be it the dark side or the light side, because all souls on this planet carry both of it. So do not be scared of the negative energy. The more you start clearing that darkness, that negativity, that's inside of us, that's collected for thousands and thousands of years, you can be sure that there is a gift hidden in that darkness. There is certain amount of power, the soul's power, that has been suppressed or pressed, and it is hidden. All your gifts and talents that were given to you by the divine goddess, god, light source, it's right inside of you. So I hope this message helped you. With lots of love and light, Princess Starlight.